Hey, what is going on, guys? It's Speros here, and today I'm going to be bringing you guys a 16 kill solo squad win. It is third person. I just decided I was going to load into solo squads one day and just give it a go. I might thinking about playing some on stream, so if you guys want to catch that, make sure that you guys are subbed to the channel, your notifications are on, and without further ado, let's get right into this. So I had dropped at Lipovoka, and honestly, I had forgot it was solo squads until I was on my way to the ground, and I saw two people land right next to each other. So I decided I was going to loot up as much as possible, and then kind of seek these guys out, kill them before they engage me. So I'm running around, looting. I'm on the water side, and I just spotted somebody inside of the garage house. So I know I need to play this smart. I'm trying to peek him on the stairs right here. I don't see him, and I honestly did not see him under the stairs, which is where he's hiding. I figured that he may have pushed all the way upstairs, but I guess that was not the case. So I see him there. I know he's obviously aimed directly on the door, and that there's not really a point for me to just pop around the corner. It's kind of a silly thing. So I'm going to try to use a nade here. I accidentally had out my smoke grenade. But right here, I hear his teammate run up, and I already have my nade out. So I decided just, I'm going to nade his teammate, and as soon as that happens, I know that's my chance. I have him by the element of surprise. He doesn't really know what to do. So I just pop right around the corner, and I was able to pick up two pretty easy kills. So then I decide that I'm going to loot up, keep looting. I keep my eyes out and keep looking for the enemies. I couldn't find them at all, and the circle was just beginning to move in. So I decide I'm going to take the only vehicle that I know is in town. In Lipovoka, there's only one really, Dacia Garage. So I take the vehicle, and I'm honking here. I'm trying to taunt them, letting them know that I'm taking their vehicle. There's really nothing they could do about it. If they want to come out and try to kill me, they should do it now. But anyway, on my way out, I'm looking around constantly for vehicles or other ways that they could escape. So I did not see any on that side of town, but here I see a bike, so I decide I'm going to go ahead and stop, and I'm just going to shoot out the tire, kind of ruin their chances. But as I'm doing that, apparently this kid's going to be camping the bike. He was a part of the team that I just killed, and I didn't see him at first, but, the muzzle flash, I was able to somewhat determine where he was. So he was a pretty easy pickup. So right here, this is 3 out of 4 in that squad. I end up taking him out, and at this point, his teammate is going to start shooting at me. I don't have really sights to engage his teammate, so I'm going to go loot and see if he has any sights for me. He really didn't, which was really a bummer. So I want to work for higher ground. The reason I'm doing this is because he's using a ridge, so if I can kind of look down into the ridge like I just did here, I figured he'd be an easy kill, which he was. So I go ahead, I loot him. He doesn't have a scope either, and then I move on and I grab a bike, because for me they're the easiest to drive, especially when you're riding alone. So I'm coming up over this hill. I see a guy on my left, so I decided I was going to stop, but I went ahead and accidentally crashed my motorcycle. So I wanted to boost up. I tried to stay boosted pretty much the whole game, and sure enough, this kid comes to push me. So again, here, I'm going to make use of a grenade, but this time it's going to be the stun grenade. I figured solo squads, he's going to be relaying information to his teammates, so if I can stun him, then he won't be able to, 1, see where I am, and 2, hear where I am. So his teammates are going to have a harder time picking up where I'm at, and it's also going to make him an easier kill. So obviously his teammate pushed right over the hill, kind of where he came from, where I was expecting it. And he was an easy kill to pick up. And then his other teammate, again, they're all coming from this direction. So I'm just keeping my eyes trained in this direction, which I shouldn't have done. I should have been looking around. Their last teammate didn't start pushing me, so I just started taking him out one by one, assuming this was going to draw some fire, which it ended up doing. He came on the left with the suppressed, I'm assuming ump, and that's pretty much why he died, is he engaged me too far away. But I kind of forced his hand. So as you can see there, I was able to get the 8 times. I went ahead and grabbed a boat, went across the way over to the military base. I figured there was going to be a team camping bridge, and there was. I was able to get a crate that was just sitting there. Nobody had hit it. Here I do hear a car rolling up, but I'm paying it no mind because, I don't really want to engage a full team. But he must have hit an invisible rock or something, which is great for me because I had no 7.62. I was able to go over, get some 7.62 from him, and then take off on my bike. So here, this is all about picking your engagements. So I know I have a pretty decent way to get to circle, and I'm going to have to go around the military base. I do see this guy. He had a suppressor. I was really, really tempted to stop and just kill him and take his loot. But I saw over the hill down on my bottom right that there were people, so I decided to keep going. This was totally unplanned. I did not mean to drive over the cliff like that. I honestly thought that there were actually like some grass or a hill there, something, not just that it was going to be a drop off. So I made my way back up after I boosted up. And I in the last second here, I do realize that there is a US in my top right, so I kind of respect it, look over that way, and sure enough, I get hit. At this point, my vest and my helmet are pretty much almost gone. So me and this guy are like in a little engagement. We're shooting back and forth at each other. He's not peeking when I'm peeking, so I decide I'm gonna try to nade him early. Sadly, I didn't account for the tree in the way, so the tree actually ended up blocking my grenade, and I heard some shots from my rear. So I decided I'd go check that out. I figured, maybe I'm getting pinched by the same team. He's telling them where I'm at, so I have to respect what's behind me. He wasn't peeking all that much, but it turns out they were shooting at him as well. This kid was laying down, so he was an awful easy kill to pick up. I then thought, they're going to be down that ridge was my initial thought, but I guess there was one still further back. He had terrible aim, and then this guy that did come from down below, he again was an easy kill. So I know I have 3 out of the 4 in their squad. My vest and my helmet are pretty much gone. I'm at 1 HP. I have no choice but to heal. And then I go back over because the kid had taken 2 of my kills. So since he's not in my squad, I do not actually get those kills. So I should have like an 18 kill game, but it is what it is. So the last guy ended up coming up from the bottom where his teammate was. He was an easy kill, but I do not have a vest at this point. So I know I need to heal. This guy keeps peeking me up there. So I'm going to heal and I'm going to loot backwards, but I'm going to keep my back to the rock and pretty much try to stay as much in line with the rock as possible. Going on to my last body to see if I can maybe, just maybe, get a vest because I'm in dire need of one at the moment. But he did not have one for me. This guy decided he was going to shoot me, so I took out the Kar 98. I saw him wiggling around on the hill, and he was a pretty easy kill. And by killing him with the headshot, 1, it killed him in 1 bullet, and 2, I was able to go up, and I'm going to be able to take his vest now. I didn't really have a choice but to get the headshot, so I got kind of lucky that I landed that. And then on my way, I'm noticing people over on that hill over there, a lot of gunfire. So I get my vest. I did not realize the circle was coming in. So I try to work my way to a place that is in the circle and will offer me some sort of cover. As you can see, it's kind of like a field. So really, this rock is my only place for cover, which I don't really mind. I know there's only 11 people left, and I hear 2 squads fighting over there, so I'm just going to assume that's 8. I'm number 9, which really just leaves 2 more people, so I'm not really worried about my left. I'm not really sure how the first shot didn't hit, but the second one did. I saw the guy at the rock just shoot at me, so I'm going to peek him. He's not willing to peek again, so I'm going to go ahead and try to draw him out by downing another one of his teammates. I ended up hitting that kid in the back, so I take 2 more shots at him. He's moving erratically. It's kind of hard to hit moving shots, especially the way I take them is I kind of aim where they're going to be instead of trying to track with them. But I go ahead and I'm trying to get as many kills as I can in this game, so I go ahead and just thirst his teammate while he's down. And then I pay attention to the kid at the rock because he starts moving, so I have to respect that he's running towards me and I have to leave that other guy on my left alone. Again, not sure how that shot didn't hit, but I figured he's getting in a vehicle. I know he's going to make a move to circle, but he's driving my way, so my assumption is he's going to try to hit me with the car, which I was right, so I moved over to the side of the rock, and obviously he's got to get to circle. I see his car smoking, so anytime you see a car smoking, you're going to want to try to take shots at it, try to blow it up. They're pretty easy to blow up. So now I'm going to just get all my guns loaded up before I have to push to circle. I am going to push that guy, so I'm kind of, readying myself. I ended up pushing him and picking up the kill. I knew that I needed 7.62. At this point, I only have like maybe 3 clips worth, what's in my gun, and then 2 extra clips just in my backpack. So I know I'm going to have to kill him and loot his body, which is really risky for the end of the game, but I really did not want to be caught with only using a Kar 98K. He did not have any 7.62, so I knew all my shots I was going to have to make him count. I did see this guy zigzagging towards me, and I thought he was going to try to, hide behind that rock and just get close to me and kind of use himself as a buffer between me and the zone. But I guess he was getting shot at by a totally different squad. So at this point, some kid just died of the circle, so it's just me v2. I have located the one guy, and he's behind that tree where that dead body just popped out. So right now, I'm trying to locate the guy on the left. I'm getting all my guns reloaded. I'm ready to go. So at this point, I know where the one guy is. I'm going to try to, focus on him a little bit. And by doing that, I'm hoping that his teammate on the left is going to, move. I'm going to try to draw him out. It does work that way in some instances. In some instances, it doesn't. It just by game, by player, it just varies. But I was able to land a pretty easy shot. So I know now his teammate is going to try to take me out because, he's healing. He needs to get covered. So it makes his teammate pretty easy to spot. So I end up pushing on the left side of the tree. I know he's to my left. I'm really making use of the third-person peek as much as possible, and I was able to spot his teammate here in a second. I don't know why they're all wearing red shirts, but I'm confident in my ability to, pop shots and stuff, so I'm keeping the end circle here kind of at a distance. So here we go. I pick up the headshot there. Super easy. I'm still keeping it at a distance. I'm trying to rotate. We're rotating on the opposite sides of the circle of each other. I'm still confused as to how none of these Groza shots hit, but it's whatever. So at this point, I only have a clip left in my Groza. If I'm going to take shots, I'm going to have to make them count. I had no cover, so I decided, I'm just going to have to battle him. And I did, and I ended up landing my shots, making them count. And I ended up getting 16 kills with the chicken dinner. Should have been 18, even though 2 of my kills got stolen. But, it is what it is. It was fun playing solo squads. But yeah, so if you guys like content like this and you guys wanted to see me do more talk throughs, maybe more analytical where I'll actually stop the gameplay and explain exactly what my thought process is, I can do that. Just let me know in the comment section below. Thank you to everybody who's been showing love and support to the channel and checking out the stream. I appreciate that a ton. So like always, make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.